What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the Cosmic Plunder Datacron set. Your winners, your losers, which ones are good, which ones are not so good. Talk about the Focus Datacrons, the regular Datacrons. We're going to break that all down in today's video, give overall thoughts as well. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this video, and if you find it helpful and informative, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and let's dive right into it. And we might as well start with the Focus Datacron sets because, I mean, that's the big one that always comes with each Datacron set now. And of these, I'd say maybe two are good. And as a whole for the Cosmic Plunder set, overall, it's an okay set. There's nothing here that's really earth-shattering outside of the Rolo Datacron, and even then, that's just like, you take that to level 3 and that's it. That's all you need for that Datacron. Nothing here is earth-shattering. You're not setting new metas. You are getting some teams that can get some solid boosts. For instance, your Imperial Remnants can get a boost, your Night Sisters are going to be a bit better, but then there's stuff with like Ewoks and Resistance, and those ones aren't so great. So yeah, don't expect anything earth-shattering like, say, this stupid thing that every time I see this, I kind of like wish whoever designed that Datacron like just steps on a Lego every time they get out of bed in the morning, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, let's start by talking about this Darth Vader one. So this Darth Vader one is interesting in that it basically gives him an Imperial Trooper tag, and it throws him into an Imperial Trooper team. The downside of this is that you're required to have certain characters with him. Admiral Piet, Colonel Stark, General Veers, and then Snow Trooper. So, I mean, Snow Trooper, not exactly ideal for an Imperial Trooper team. Usually you want to put someone in like Scout Trooper or someone better. But with this, Darth Vader kind of becomes a bit of a juggernaut. And with this, he can't be defeated while he has active allies, so he must go down last. He's sort of like Lord Vader in that term, where like Lord Vader, while he's on the map and you're not fighting Galactic Legends, you know Apo can't be defeated. At least normally he couldn't be, but he's bugged right now. You know how it is with CG and Galaxy of Heroes. But also, whenever an ally is defeated, he dispels all debuffs on himself, resets his cooldowns, and takes a bonus turn. So he's going to use his special ability where he's just getting bonus turns over and over again. He's throwing out AoEs. He's doing a ton of damage. And with that, you get certain bonuses that start to build up on this team. Whenever an ally takes a bonus turn, all allies recover 20% health and protection, and Snow Trooper gains 20% offense stacking until the end of battle. So Snow Trooper starts to really ramp up his damage whenever Vader is taking his bonus turns. Colonel Stark, if Vader is in the leader slot, he gains the Imperial Trooper tag, and Stark gains 100% bonus defense, max health, and max protection until the end of battle. Veers, whenever an enemy is inflicted with a damage over time effect, which is going to happen a lot with Vader. Ruthless Assault, which is his AoE attack, mass assist, gains 2% bonus stacking damage until the end of battle, and all allies recover 5% turn meter. So you're seeing like these bonuses that build up. Whenever Admiral Piet deals damage to an enemy, remove 25% turn meter from that enemy. So there's some nice bonuses here, but the issue is it enough to make this like a meta team? And I don't know if that's going to be a thing. We're slowly working on building this up. I'm kind of working on some other Datacrons right now for this upcoming GAC season. And once that's done, I'm going to go back to farming mats, and I'm going to try to get this up to 15 and see what we can do inside of Arena. I am not expecting this to be a Galactic Legend counter. I think maybe it will boost the team a little bit, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. We're going to have to see, and you're really going to have to pump the mods up on this team to make it worth something. I don't think it's going to do a lot, but maybe we get something nice out of it. But on the other side, we have this Datacron. And if you've seen my video that I posted last week talking about this Datacron is absolutely cracked, and all you need is level 3 for it. If there are no allied Galactic Legends, whenever a light side ally uses an ability, all other buffed allies assist once per turn. This is absolutely nuts. I did a video talking about how you can use this, for instance, with Mon Mothma Rebel Fighters. The new Bad Batch gets disgusting with this because you're constantly assisting, you're stacking up that target practice, and you have Crosshair just taking infinite turns at that point. And they're stacking up so much damage because of those stacks of target practice, where even Wrecker's hitting for 60, 70,000 on his basic hits. It's absolutely insane. So that works. The Mon Mothma team works. CLS with, you know, Chewie and Han, and you get Chewpio and 3PO in that team. You're taking down Galactic Legends at that point with that team. It is absolutely disgusting what this can do. Beyond that, that's really all you need to get. No one's going to be taking this up to 15 for the Hoth stuff. You know, Rebel Officer Leia Organa, Captain Han Solo, Hoth Rebel soldier units. Yet no one's really going to be worrying about that, because really, why would you take this up to 15 when you just take this at level 3 and just defeat Galactic Legends on the map. This is absolutely disgusting. I think I even used this with Bad Batch and just wiped the Lord Vader team off the map too inside of Squad Arena. So keep that in mind, like level 3 with this, that's all you need. You don't need to fully upgrade this, and this is by far the best Datacron of this entire set. And that's only level 3. Like, that's how strong this is, and that's how kind of underwhelming the rest of the season is. Then we get to the Wampa one, and the Wampa one, I talked about this in my video yesterday, talking about the best teams for GAC Season 69. Nice. Wampa with this Datacron, I don't think is going to beat anything new outside of Imperial Troopers that have this Scout Trooper on them. This is more for players who are at the lower levels. I don't see it beating anything up in Kyber and Erodium, especially with some of those teams out there. I don't see it like suddenly making a certain Galactic Legend vulnerable. I thought like maybe against like a Jedi Master Luke team, especially when she's getting these extra bonuses like max health, protection, defense, immune to daze, and stun. I thought maybe Jedi Master Luke, but then I thought about someone was like, no, because there's just no way. Like just the amount of damage they're going to be dealing through the Inherited Teachings ability with Jedi Master Luke is going to wipe out Wampa. So that I don't see happening. I don't know if it's going to work against a Lord Vader team. Because, I mean, she's immune to daze with this, so Lord Vader's AoE is not really going to do much. But they can still get, like, Order 66 on her, and yeah, I just don't think it's going to work. I don't see this actually beating any sort of Galactic Legends that it's not already beating outside of like Sith Eternal Emperor. She can beat that, but that's it. I don't think this is really going to elevate Wampa. What this will do, however, will make it easier for Wampa to beat teams she can already beat. So Imperial Troopers, Sith Eternal Emperor. What she can already beat outside of like Scout Trooper, Imperial Troopers, like that's the only thing she's going to be able to beat with this that she couldn't beat before, I think. So it looks good on paper, but we'll do the testing with it. The only thing that really is remarkable about this is that her Omicron ability is now active in Territory Wars with this Datacron, which if you're big into Territory War, cool. If not, there's really not a lot of use for this. I don't think at that point you're getting a lot of return on this. I would not worry about really getting this one. Again, we're getting it and we're unlocking it just to do the testing. And then we get to the Shorty one, and this one, yeah, you've got the light side droid team with Shorty. But I think, like, I've seen people talk about putting it on, like, a Grievous team just because of the level 3 mechanic. Whenever a droid ally dispels a buff or debuff, all droid allies gain crit damage up and offense up for 3 turns, which cannot be dispelled. You throw that in with, like, B2, he dispels, boom, everybody's got crit damage up and offense up for 3 turns. That can't be dispelled. Like, that's pretty big. Whenever a droid ally gains stealth, other weakest non-stealth droid allies gain 100% defense and max protection for 2 turns, which helps nicely with, like, Magna Guard, where he gets this extra defense and stuff because the other droids are getting put into stealth at the start because of the General Grievous mechanics. Beyond that, I don't know if this is going to really do a lot. Droid teams aren't exactly anything to write home about. This isn't suddenly making me, but see, I'm also not the foremost expert on your Shorty teams, but I don't necessarily think this is going to be something that's like, oh my gosh, we have to have this. I could be wrong. Maybe this is going to turn out to be a really good Datacron, but I think this is one where you throw it into like a General Grievous team at level 3. Maybe you put it into like I'm trying to think what else has droids that could work. Like R2-D2 on a Leia Organa team maybe, but that's not going to do much because you just have, if you put C-3PO in there with this, he gains crit damage up and offense up for 3 turns. Whenever droid ally gains stealth, other weakest non-droid. Maybe you could do something with R2-D2 and C-3PO or Chupio on a Leia Organa team. Maybe put C-3PO in there as well. You could get something with that. That could be an option there, but I don't really think this is going to do a lot. I think I'm not sure if Wampa or Shorty is going to be a weaker Datacron for the set, but either way, outside of the Rolo one, not a lot here to go with the Focus Datacrons. And unfortunately, that's going to kind of carry over to your Cosmic Plunder, like your regular Datacrons here. There's not a lot to write home about. There is one that I think could be remarkable, and that's going to be this Night Trooper one, where you throw this in, at the start of the first turn, Night Sister allies gain offense equal to 4 to their current defense. We've seen that before. And then you have the mechanics with Night Trooper. But this, I think, is probably one of the few level 9 Datacrons I'm really going to go for this season. There is one I want to try with Ewoks, and that's about it. But yeah, overall, pretty substandard stuff. The only thing that's really remarkable about this that probably a lot of people are going to be going for is that light side allies start the battle with 25% turn meter. Like that's level 3, and I think we're going to see a lot of people just slice to level 3, try to get that, and then leave it. Because that's pretty good. Like that's really good there. There's one on Dark Side as well that could be pretty good. That's going to be really good in 5v5. Could potentially be not so great in 3v3. Whenever Dark Side allies inflict at least 4 debuffs in a turn, they have a 10% chance stacking, reduce their cooldowns by 1 for each debuff they inflicted that turn, limit once per turn. Now this could work really well with like a Lord Vader team, where he inflicts like the daze and all the damage over time effects. Like you could just get infinite AoEs going with Lord Vader with this, potentially. Like that's going to be really nasty with that. In 5v5, this could be really good. You get a like AoE stun on the enemy team, AoE daze. B2 as well could get this, but he's already reset his cooldowns through the Relentless Barrage effect. Yeah, this could potentially be really good. This is the one I think a lot of people are going to slice for on Dark Side. Nothing else here really stands out. When Dark Side allies are dispelled, they gain potency up to tenacity for 2 turns, which is okay. When Dark Side allies are evaded by an enemy, that ally gains accuracy up for 2 turns, inflict evasion down for 2 turns. All other allies recover 3% health protection when Dark Side allies grant a buff to another ally. Like that one could also be pretty good. I think, yeah, recovering health and protection when granting buffs to other allies. But this cooldown reduction one I think is by far going to be the best option here for Dark Side. In terms of light side, we already said the 25% turn meter. And then nothing else here really stands out. Like protection up when they fall to certain thresholds on health, which can be nice. Light side allies recover 2% health whenever critically hit an enemy is pretty bad. Yeah, there's nothing else there. And then we get to all the faction bonuses. And there's ones for Inquisitor, which are going to be pretty good. Resistance overall, nothing here really stands out. There's just not a lot. I mean, there's the 10% turn meter when they grant buff to another ally, limit once per turn per ally, which is perfectly okay, but it's not going to get to like infinite loop levels of broken. Nothing there. Yeah, this one really doesn't do a lot here. Inquisitorius, however, has got the one that we've seen before, and the common rule of thumb is the longer a description is on a Datacron, the better it is, and that is going to be the thing here. With Inquisitorius, the only one you want to go for is this top one. Whenever they inflict a stack of Purge, they gain 5% defense, offense, and tenacity stacking for 1 turn. Whenever stack of Purge is consumed or dispelled on an enemy, expose them for 1 turn, which is always huge. Whenever Inquisitorius ally uses a basic ability against an enemy inflicted with a stack of Purge, a random other Inquisitorius ally assists, dealing 5% bonus damage per stack of Purge, and they afflict a stack of Purge max 6 on target enemy, which can't be evaded. This can cause like several chain assists on characters, especially at the start of the fight. This is really good. This is a really good effect for Inquisitorius. We've seen it before with Inquisitors. This is still going to be really good. This is the only one you want to go for Inquisitorius. Go for it. Don't worry about anything else. Nothing else here really stands out when you have this one. I mean, whenever Inquisitorius allies start their turn with fewer than 2 buffs, all allies gain 15% turn meter. Can be good, but there's a lot of buffs going around with Inquisitorius already. So this can get negated pretty easily. That one, it looks good on paper, but then you think about the team you see it in practice. Yeah, this one quickly gets negated because there's quite a few buffs that go around with Inquisitorius. This top one is what you want to go for, Inquisitors. Night Sisters, really the best one is the offense, equal to 40% of their current defense, then lose 50% defense. Like that's really good. Your Great Mother Night Sister team's already pretty good on defense. Now they're going to get some extra offense as well. That's going to help kind of juice up the Night Sister Spirit, and she's just going to deal a ton of damage. Whenever Night Sister allies stun an enemy, they gain speed off and offense up, which can help with like Night Sister Spirit. Asajj Ventress can work with this. Old Daka can also work really, really well with this. Whenever Night Sister allies attack out of turn, 25% chance to remove 10% turn meter from the target. Could be good for like a Mother Talzin Night Sister squad. But yeah, that could be pretty good, especially if like they're dead and they're being resurrected through the Night Sister or through Talzin's leadership ability. You could get a lot of assists there with that, and that can help kind of drive this. Yeah, nothing too crazy there outside of the offense equal to 400% of their current defense. Like that's really the one you want to go for there. And then you get to Ewoks, and Ewoks probably the weakest of the ones. The one that's notable here is when an Ewok ally attacks out of turn, each Ewok ally gains 2% offense, stacking to a max of 100% until the end of battle. You've probably used Ewoks before. That Chirpa lead, you throw in Princess Nissa, that's going to stack up pretty easily. That's solid. Whenever Ewok ally defeats an enemy, take a bonus turn, could be good, especially if you got the Princess Nissa level 9 ability, because she's going to start stacking up a ton of damage. And then at the start of each turn, if non-galactic legend Ewok allies 50% or more turn meter, damage received is reduced by 75% until the end of the next turn. That's okay, but yeah, I think the stacking offense when attacking out of turn, that's going to be pretty good with a Chirpa lead. That's what you're going to be running anyways. So moving on to the level 9 ones, let's talk about, I want to talk about Ewok Scout in particular, because there's two, this one's really interesting. So Ewok Scout deals 5% more damage per relic amplifier level on all allies present at the start of the battle. I think that's a solid bonus. You look at that, it's like, okay, that's some solid damage. Then you get to this. So Ewok Scouts gets 5%, Rey Scavenger gets 25%. Yeah, this is weird. Like, so the one thing to note about this is that it says on Ewok Scout it's present at the start of battle. Rey Scavenger does not say that. So what I think happens as you take out allies, this damage is going to get nerfed. However, the damage you're going to get with this is absolutely ludicrous. Like, this is one of the few level 9s I saw and was like, okay, I can see something with this. And I talked about it in my video yesterday with GAC teams. You have the Seer Junda unaligned Force user team, and Rey Scavenger is an unaligned Force user. What we're starting to see a lot is you take like Star Killer and you throw him onto the Seer Junda team, and you throw in like Terran Malicos, and that's pretty good. You got a lot of damage there. You can throw in Maul as well. What you can do is, if you don't want to throw Star Killer on your team, you're probably going to have Seer Junda and Malicos at solid relics. Like Seer, we got level 7 because of the Zepho bonus mission inside of territory battles. Malicos probably going to be at level 7 too because that man's just an absolute wrecking ball. Well, now you throw Rey Scavenger in there, and you've probably got her up at level 7 or 8 because of Galactic Legends. That is a ton of bonus damage on Scavenger Rey for this. We're talking like, what, 400% bonus damage? That is absolutely insane. So you may not have Star Killer in, but you're going to have Scavenger Rey dealing absurd levels of damage with this level 9 Datacron. And that's the worst part, is you're not even throwing a resistance team, you're throwing her onto an unaligned Force user team, and you're just wrecking people. I cannot wait to get one of these and try these out in Squad Arena, because I want to see what this level 9 ability can do. We'll see what it does, but yeah, this one stood out to me in particular as one of the few level 9s that are really going to work really well for this. Another one too, Princess Nissa. Whenever she critically hits an enemy, she gains 10% crit damage stacking with defense, penetration, offense, max 200% until the end of battle. That happens quite a bit. She assists all the time. Night Trooper was the other one. Again, the longer a description is, the better it is. He gave 75% potency and 25 speed until the end of the encounter. Whenever an enemy is inflicted with a stack of blight, they inflict themselves with another stack. There's bonuses with inflicting this stack. Yeah, this one's really, really good. This is going to work really well inside of a Great Mother's team in a 5v5. Imperial Remnant team with Captain Enoch lead, also going to work really well because you've got Night Trooper, you got Peridia, Death Trooper in there as well. A lot of blight going around. This is going to be a really good level 9 Datacron. I don't think it's going to it's going to be earth shattering, but this is going to make your Imperial Remnant team quite a bit better. I think this is a really good one as well. Another one that I want to point out, which could be good, Mother Towsum, whenever she uses a basic ability on her turn, other allies gain 25% turn meter. You've seen this with like Mon Mothma and her Datacron, where you're using this to kind of like drive up the turn meter on your team, especially if you've got some defeated Night Sister allies on the team. She's using her basic. You're calling in those assists. Well, now you're driving up turn meter on, like, say, a Saj or Old Daka, in addition to the level 9 here on Mother Towsum. Yeah, that could be good. Another one that also really stood out was going to be Ninth Sister. This one, again, quite a bit of a description. Also going to be really, really good. 200% max health, immune to ability block. Ninth Sister deals 20% bonus true damage based on her max health or basic ability if the target is inflicted with Purge. This could work really well with the level 6 Inquisitorious ability already. If any enemy has 6 stacks of Purge, when Ninth Sister is defeated for the first time, she consumes all stacks of Purge from random enemy with 6 stacks of Purge, recovers 100% max health and max protection, and removes 50% turn meter from all enemies. This is a really good one. Now, someone asked me yesterday if it's viable to split your Inquisitorious team into 2 with this, and I'm going to say probably not. For 5v5, or for 3v3, what I'm going to be running is probably 3rd Sister, Grand Inquisitor, and 7th Sister. You get those assists with 7th Sister, you're calling a lot of assists there through that level 6 ability on Inquisitorius. It's just the way to go. I don't see a world where 9th Sister... Well, I mean, you could make the argument for putting 9th Sister in instead of 7th Sister. But 7th Sister, it just really helps kind of bring the damage with those constant assists. She also has a health and protection recovery mechanic for your team that's going to heal them up. And I have noticed a lot that like Grand Inquisitor, like teams that can ignore taunt, people love to go after Grand Inquisitor and kind of damage him. So that is something to keep in mind. Is like you want to have something in that's going to help kind of heal him up, because without Grand Inquisitor, you lose quite a bit, which is ironic considering that him without their sister sucks. But with 3rd Sister and Grand Inquisitor gets some nice boost and really does help a lot of stuff, like his AoE ability block, the Ready to Die. Yeah, there's good stuff there. So for 3v3, I don't think you can split like 3rd Sister, Grand Inquisitor, and 7th Sister. I think those are going to be like the main ones. And maybe you try to bring something else in with 9th Sister, and maybe that buffs it, but I don't really think that's going to do a lot for that. I think for 3v3, you've got to have your main 3 Inquisitors there for that fight. So going back to level 9 as well, one that could be worthwhile, possible Marok, whenever he deals damage to an enemy, remove 25% Terminator from that enemy. Could be good for mercenaries. He assists quite a bit as far as I remember. So this could be helpful with that. But yeah, that's kind of like the best. Worst of the worst, I mean, there's quite a few here. I mean, we already talked about Ewok Scout. Like, yeah, that one's really unfortunate. Especially when you have the 25% boost per relic amplifier level on Scav Rey. Like this one really is kind of unfortunate. Cheek Trooper could be another good one as well. But you know, JTR gaining turn meter protection up whenever she gains foresight could be good for like a Rey team, but yeah, not so much when you've already got like a Barris Omicron you're throwing on there. Yeah, there's nothing here that really makes me say like, oh my gosh, I have to have him at level 9 outside of like Scav Rey and Night Trooper. Nothing else here really kind of sits here and makes me say, oh yeah, man, like these are incredible. Like I've got to have them. Grand Inquisitor, this one could be also pretty good if you need to worry about recovering his max health protection. If you're not bringing in like 7th Sister at that point. Yeah, because people for some reason love to go after him if they can ignore taunt on 3rd Sister. So maybe you get some use out of that one as well. But yeah, nothing else here really kind of sticks out. The Resistance as a whole, like, yeah, nothing. Resistance really kind of got the short end of the stick here. The only notable one for that is Scav Rey, but you're just going to throw her on an online Force User team, let's be real here. Or you're going to throw her into a Galactic Legend Raid team for 5v5. So, I mean, really, Resistance gets nothing out of this. Ewoks really don't get a lot out of this. Inquisitorius gets some nice boost, and Night Sister gets some nice boost. But again, overall, this set seems pretty okay in that nothing's really earth-shattering. Outside that level 3 Rolo Datacron, nothing else here really kind of makes me say, oh my god, like this is crazy. Nothing's like that stupid Rey Datacron for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. That's gonna really wrap it up for me here. What are you guys going for on these Datacron sets? Do you guys agree or disagree with my assessments? Let me know down below. As always, again, if you have enjoyed this video, make sure that like button, subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys next time.